April 3rd, 2020. The total death count from the coronavirus epidemic is up at 53,069, with over a million cases worldwide. Barely a month into this epidemic, and we've lost 53,000 lives already. The saddest part is that each and every one of these men and women that have lost their lives were under the critical care of the finest doctors and medical facilities that we've had to our disposal to fight this epidemic. With medical technology being more advanced and that it's ever been in the history of humankind, why have we failed these people and why have we failed at saving these lives? Well, the answer we get from the WHO and the CDC and the world's leading epidemiologists and virologists is that, it's a mutated virus, and because it's a mutated virus, that's why we don't understand it very well. Once we understand the strain, then we'll be able to create a vaccine or an antidote that's specific for this mutation. Well, I certainly hope so. They are able to come up with a vaccine before we lose more lives. But mutation is what viruses do, right? I mean, all kinds of microorganisms, viruses, bacteria, etc., mutate and evolve constantly, right? Like, for example, if you contract the influenza virus, you get a cold and a flu, your body fights it off. At the same time, your body creates antibodies, so you don't ever have to contract that illness again. But you're never completely immune from the cold, right? I mean, you get it every few months, or after a year, maybe you will get the flu again. Why is that? Well, that's because the virus has mutated and come back. Viruses mutate all the time. Just this one instance of like we talk about this. A pangolin hung out with a bat at a meat market, and that's why this mutation occurred. Well, that's a very random chance event. If we're attributing this global pandemic to such a chance event, there could be other events like that. Like maybe we put a monkey on a horse farm, and then the monkey virus mutates into a horse virus and comes in contact with humans. Tomorrow, a plant virus could evolve and affect us. We can't ban plants, right? And we can't just go around saying that, oh, well, the Chinese are disgusting because they do disgusting things and that's why blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not the solution. Besides, maybe it's disgusting to you because that's what you find disgusting. Maybe the Chinese don't. Maybe it's a delicacy for them. There's other cultures, you eat things that probably are disgusting to other people or other cultures. Like, for example, did you know that there are actually people that put pineapple on pizza? Disgusting is that? What if tomorrow, like, a pineapple virus jumps onto the pizza virus and then we have a pepperono containment? What are we going to do then? Ban pizzas? So I don't know about you, but I don't want to live in a world where we have to ban pizzas, man. LOL. On a more serious note, though, the perspective that I'd like to share here is that we have placed our faith on a medical system which is not necessarily aligned towards improving or enhancing human health, but more geared towards making us dependent on its drugs and systems, right? Most pharmaceutical drugs or any medical treatments are symptomatic and suppressive in nature, in which they go in and they suppress certain systems within your biochemistry, which play out the symptoms in any kind of ailment, be it diabetes, be it autoimmune, or so on and so forth. And instead of actually strengthening the body from within or regenerating the cellular systems from within. And the result is this, that here we have a viral strain that's impacting humanity, and we have to wait for a vaccine or an antidote which is specific to that mutation of a specific strain of a specific virus. What if 5 other viruses decide to mutate tomorrow? What are we going to do then? Doesn't it make more rational sense in that case to focus more on a solution or a treatment which enhances or strengthens your biology from within, which then also enhances your immune system? And I'm not talking about some tincture you sniff or some la-di-da essential oil, although these things can be quite effective if applied correctly and in conjunction with other treatments and therapies. But no, there are some very, very, very potent herbs and natural treatments which can enhance and super enhance your immune system. And also, there are regenerative compounds. Yes, there are specific molecules that exist specifically that create carrying out functions like proliferating your T cell production or enhancing your immune cells or your immune receptors. And I'd love to share and talk about some of these compounds or treatments with you in a future video. But don't wait. If you really are keen on knowing about them, then call me, DM me, post in the comments. I'd be happy to share research links or information sources with you. If this tiny little virus, this little tiny entity can mutate and evolve itself, then so can you, motherfucker. Let's evolve and fight this thing together.